Continuing section 2.4. Number 2, use the rule of complementary events to find the missing probabilities. We are using a rule, and let's remember what our rule is. We just covered it, it's right above, and that was the probability of an event plus the probability of the event not happening is equal to 1 or 100%, some sort of semblance of a 1 depending on the information you're given. Let's take a look at A. If the probability that you roll a 6-sided die and get a 3 is 1/6, what is the probability that you do not get a 3? So in this case, we're given the 1/6. And so some of you like to do addition, some of you like to do subtraction. Right now that we have a 1 or a 100, it's actually quite simple to think of it. But I'll give you the two methods. So 1/6 plus something has to equal 1, or I think the way that I would go about it is 1 minus 1/6 is equal to, and this is the answer we're looking for. So this is method, let's call this method 1 if you like to think of that plus something. Let's call this method 2 if you'd like to subtract to get to the answer. Let's go ahead and continue with a subtraction. I would take my 1 here, and I need to convert it into a fraction because my other number is a fraction. To make it a fraction, it's going to be over 1, and we need a common denominator, so I'm going to multiply this by 6, multiply this by 6. Why? We've talked about this cross multiplication here and here. So we have 6 over 6 minus 1/6 gives us 5 over 6. And so let's go ahead and continue our tradition of answering with complete sentences. I'm going to put it here. The probability that you do not get a 3 is 5/6. Beautiful. Let's try B, and then you're going to try the rest on your own. If the probability that it rains tomorrow is 10%, what is the probability that it does not rain tomorrow? Let's try method 1. Remember, method 1 was taking the 10% plus some sort of guess. That's going to give us 100%. And notice the difference. In number 1, in A, I used 1, and in this case, I'm using 100. That's because in B, they're giving me a percentage, which is out of 100, and in A, they gave me a fraction. Or method 2 would be 100% minus the 10% is equal to what? Again, I find method 2 easier, but let's just kind of guess. 10 plus something is 100, so 10 plus 90. That it does not rain tomorrow is 90%. Again, I emphasize that I love method 2, but sometimes it's easy to go with method 1. Go ahead and try C through G.